Don't drink plain water after 50. Add this mineral for insane blood flow. Dr. Rachel Ross. The journey toward understanding optimal vitality, especially as the years accumulate beyond 50 and certainly past 60, compels us to reconsider even the most fundamental aspects of our daily routines, starting with something as seemingly straightforward as drinking water. While it's common for men to confidently state they consume plenty of water, maintaining what appears to be adequate hydration, the deeper truth, often unacknowledged in conventional discourse, reveals a profound distinction. Plain water alone, particularly for those in their later decades, may simply not be sufficient to sustain true cellular vitality. It undeniably keeps us alive, a basic biological necessity, but it frequently falls short of fostering a vibrant, energetic existence, leaving many feeling perpetually tired, with sluggish circulation despite regular exercise, and waking up groggy and dry even after a full night's sleep. This persistent undercurrent of diminished well-being points to a critical missing element, an often overlooked component that could fundamentally redefine the boundary between merely surviving and genuinely thriving. As a board-certified urologist, Dr. Rachel Ross, having dedicated over 12 years to guiding men back to their natural states of robust energy, efficient circulation, and peak performance, elucidates a crucial medical truth that bypasses most traditional education. The kind of water one consumes holds as much significance as the quantity. This paradigm shift suggests that hydration can be profoundly reprogrammed, moving beyond the simple alleviation of thirst to actively charge every cell, amplify crucial blood flow, and reignite a powerful sense of vigor that many might have resigned themselves to believing was irrevocably lost with time. It might sound unconventional, even revolutionary, but a deeper exploration reveals that integrating one small, often forgotten mineral into daily hydration can utterly transform it into a potent, natural blood flow enhancer, a supportive force for sustained energy, unwavering stamina, and enhanced performance, all without the reliance on pharmaceutical interventions, artificial stimulants, or the burden of unwelcome side effects. Delving further into this essential understanding, it becomes clear that for men over 60, the body undergoes subtle yet significant transformations that render the act of simple hydration far more intricate than it once was. The once reliable thirst mechanism, a primal signal of the body's need for water, begins to wane, diminishing the brain's acute sensitivity to dehydration. This physiological shift means that even while cells silently clamor for essential fluid, the conscious sensation of thirst is muted, leading to reduced water intake. Furthermore, the body's sophisticated internal filtration and distribution systems, specifically the kidneys and the digestive tract, experience a natural decline in efficiency. The kidneys, acting as diligent managers of water and vital minerals, become less adept at precisely balancing crucial electrolytes, potentially leading to the rapid expulsion of water, or conversely, an excessive retention of sodium, throwing the entire system into disarray. Most significantly, at the microscopic level, the very cells that comprise our bodies gradually lose their innate capacity to retain water. The integrity of the cellular membrane, the outer boundary of each cell, is intricately dependent on specific minerals to maintain its delicate electrical charge. Without this critical charge, the body struggles to draw water effectively into the cells, meaning that a person can technically consume ample water and still remain fundamentally dehydrated at the cellular core. This phenomenon is akin to attempting to rehydrate parched soil that has been depleted of its nutrients. The water, instead of being absorbed, simply runs off, leaving the deeper structures wanting. Thus, while external measurements might suggest hydration, internally, the cells are metaphorically gasping for electrical energy, for minerals, for the very essence of life itself. It is at this juncture that a constellation of symptoms typically emerges, subtly at first, then with increasing persistence. Pervasive fatigue, an unsettling brain fog, dry and less supple skin, stiffness in joints, a prolonged recovery period after physical exertion, and notably, diminished circulation even in the most intimate areas. This is because dehydration, in its profound sense, extends far beyond mere thirst. It directly impacts blood flow. When cells are unable to adequately hold water, the blood itself undergoes a transformation, becoming denser, more viscous, and consequently more resistant to smooth, free-flowing movement. This impaired circulation translates directly into reduced oxygen delivery, diminished nutrient transport throughout the body, and a palpable decline in performance across every physiological system, critically affecting the heart, the brain, and indeed one's masculine vitality. Therefore, the profound, yet often unstated truth is that one can consistently consume 8 glasses of water daily and still experience functional dehydration. The body's requirement transcends mere water. It demands electrical hydration, a form of hydration capable of permeating and energizing every cell, every blood vessel, and every nerve pathway. Before delving into the precise mechanisms of restoration, it's imperative to pause and reflect on a fundamental sensation: the last time one felt truly, unequivocally hydrated. This isn't just about a quenched thirst, but that unmistakable sensation of mental clarity, sustained energy, and a physical lightness that imbues a sense of youthfulness, irrespective of chronological age. If that feeling seems distant, the missing element is not necessarily youth itself, but rather a vital component: minerals. Minerals are the indispensable spark that transmutes ordinary water into living water, transforming its efficacy. At a foundational level, the human body functions much like a sophisticated, high-performance engine. Water serves as its essential fuel, yet minerals are the indispensable spark plugs. Without these critical components, the fuel, the water, cannot properly ignite, the engine cannot fire, and regardless of the volume consumed, the water merely passes through, yielding no true energy, no power, and no vital flow. Every intricate thought, every rhythmic heartbeat, every precise muscle contraction within the body is fundamentally contingent upon a symphony of tiny electrical signals. The profound significance lies in this: these electrical signals can only operate effectively when minerals are abundantly present. Cells communicate through subtle shifts in electrical voltage, and it is minerals such as magnesium, sodium, potassium, and zinc that are the actual carriers of the electrical charge, making this vital cellular communication possible. When this intrinsic charge diminishes, the body's internal communication network begins to falter, akin to a weak Wi-Fi signal, leading to a pervasive sense of being off. Energy levels plummet, mental focus dissipates, muscles become inexplicably tight, and the crucial blood vessels, the intricate highways of the circulatory system, start to stiffen and narrow. This constellation of symptoms should not be mistakenly attributed solely to aging, but rather to a profound state of disconnection, where cells, having lost their foundational electrical language, cease to communicate optimally. A critical insight often overlooked by conventional medical advice is that plain water, devoid of natural mineral content, possesses zero electrical conductivity. Consequently, it offers only superficial hydration. It quenches thirst on the surface, but fails to adequately recharge the body's internal battery at a cellular level. In earlier life, robust digestive function and a more mineral-rich diet typically ensured a sufficient intake and absorption of these vital elements. However, beyond the age of 50, digestive efficiency naturally slows, nutrient absorption declines, and the very same glass of water that once brought profound refreshment now feels surprisingly empty of its previous vigor. Clinical research rigorously substantiates this observation. Studies from respected institutions like the National Institutes of Health and the Mayo Clinic consistently highlight a sharp increase in magnesium and potassium deficiencies among men over 50. These specific deficiencies are directly correlated with persistent fatigue, elevated blood pressure, generalized muscle weakness, and, critically, impaired blood flow. The solution, therefore, lies in restoring water's inherent electrical spark. When the appropriate minerals are reintegrated into water, even in minute trace amounts, Hydration undergoes a fundamental transformation, becoming truly functional. The water can then effectively traverse cellular membranes, circulation improves dramatically, energy levels stabilize, mental clarity returns, and one begins to feel the steady, life-affirming current of vitality flow through them once more. This is the essence of electrical hydration. It transcends merely introducing water to the body, instead actively igniting it from within. This restoration is remarkably accessible, as nature has already provided 4 pivotal minerals perfectly designed to reactivate these internal switches, each playing a distinct yet complementary role in promoting relaxation, maintaining balance, facilitating cellular communication, and safeguarding hormonal integrity. Collectively, these 4 minerals forge what Dr. Ross terms the circulation code. Embarking upon the exploration of these foundational minerals, we begin with magnesium. Unequivocally identified as the single most powerful mineral for men over 60, possessing the transformative ability to literally relax arteries and reestablish robust blood flow throughout every aspect of the body. Often referred to as the relaxation mineral, its profound significance becomes immediately apparent once its physiological role is understood, revealing why a vast number of men experience persistent tension, restlessness, and an inexplicable sense of being drained, even when they perceive themselves to be in good health. The elegant biological truth is this: the heart, the intricate network of blood vessels, and all the body's muscles rely intrinsically on magnesium to achieve release and relaxation following each contraction, to essentially breathe again after every beat. While calcium instructs muscles to contract and tighten, magnesium provides the counterbalancing signal, prompting them to release and relax. This dynamic interplay represents a perfectly orchestrated dance of tension and relaxation, crucial for optimal physiological function. However, as men progress beyond 50, magnesium levels regrettably begin to decline. When magnesium becomes insufficient, calcium's influence can become disproportionately dominant, leading to a sustained tightening of the arteries, an unwelcome elevation in blood pressure, and a noticeable deceleration of overall circulation. This internal tightness is not confined to superficial discomfort in the shoulders or back. It critically manifests within the delicate structure of the blood vessels themselves. Picturing a garden hose that is perpetually half-pinched illustrates this effect. Water still flows, but its movement is severely restricted and impeded. This analogy precisely describes the circulatory impairment experienced when the body's magnesium reserves are low. Compelling research unequivocally supports this, with studies from renowned institutions such as the Cleveland Clinic and the National Institutes of Health confirming that over 75% of men are deficient in magnesium. This pervasive deficiency extends far beyond cardiac health, profoundly impacting energy levels, sleep quality, emotional well-being, and critically, overall physical performance. When blood flow is compromised, a cascade of systemic slowing occurs. Moreover, magnesium is an indispensable cofactor for over 300 biochemical processes within the body, ranging from the fundamental production of cellular energy to the vital calming of the entire nervous system. The restoration of adequate magnesium levels thus initiates a swift and transformative shift. Sleep becomes significantly deeper and more restorative. Muscles release accumulated tension, mental focus sharpens considerably, and the circulatory system, the very lifeline of vitality, is dramatically reanimated. The practical solution involves a judicious supplementation directly into water, specifically utilizing highly absorbable forms such as magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate, steering clear of less effective forms found in many multivitamins. A recommended regimen involves dissolving half a teaspoon of magnesium glycinate powder into a morning glass of water, stirring it thoroughly, and consuming it slowly with deliberate deep breaths. This practice gently awakens the body's systems, promoting a state of calm yet energized readiness. Consistent daily application for 3 weeks typically yields noticeable improvements, including smoother, more comfortable mornings, enhanced mental clarity, and critically, a stronger, more consistent circulation in areas where it matters most. As arteries relax, vital energy flows unhindered, the heart functions with greater ease, and a profound sense of confidence, both physical and emotional, steadily returns. Magnesium serves as the quiet, yet fundamental, foundation. It does not boast or exaggerate its effects, but rather quietly restores the physiological balance that time and modern lifestyles have tightened. Once this essential relaxation is re-established, the body is then prepared for the integration of the next crucial mineral, the one that directly determines whether the consumed water actually permeates and remains within the cells, or merely passes fleetingly through the system. Following the relaxation and preparation of the blood vessels by magnesium, attention now shifts to the mineral that governs the very ingress of hydration into the cells: sodium. A common initial reaction to the mention of sodium is often apprehension, immediately associating it with detrimental effects on blood pressure. However, Dr. Ross clarifies a fundamental misconception prevalent among many men. The problem is not inherently salt itself, but rather the type of salt consumed. The pervasive sodium found in highly processed foods, such as canned soups, snack chips, and frozen meals, represents the deleterious form. It is often refined, bleached, and systematically stripped of its naturally accompanying trace minerals. This refined sodium actively disrupts the body's delicate electrolyte balance, drawing water out of cells, and consequently leaving one feeling bloated, fatigued, and paradoxically dehydrated. In stark contrast, natural sodium, specifically the kind present in unrefined sea salt or authentic Himalayan pink salt, tells a vastly different physiological story. This natural form inherently contains a beneficial spectrum of trace minerals, including magnesium, potassium, and calcium, which collectively synergize to facilitate the body's correct utilization of water. Sodium, in this context, functions as the crucial gatekeeper, dictating whether water successfully enters the cellular interior or remains in the extracellular space, largely ineffectual. Without an adequate supply of beneficial sodium, hydration remains superficial, meaning the body may absorb water, but it fails to penetrate the cell's interior where all critical metabolic processes occur. This explains the frequent lament from many men who report, "Dr. Ross, I drink water all day, yet I still feel thirsty and tired." This isn't conventional thirst, it is a desperate cellular craving for essential electrolytes. Insufficient sodium impairs the body's capacity to retain water where it is most vital, leading to its rapid excretion and the loss of hydration benefits before the body can properly assimilate them. The recommended approach is remarkably simple. Each morning, into the same large glass of water already infused with magnesium, add a minuscule pinch of natural salt, literally just the tip of one's pinky finger. While the taste is virtually undetectable, the physiological impact is profound. This minute addition significantly aids cells in absorbing water deeply, resulting in sustained hydration throughout the day. Noteworthy improvements include more stable energy levels, the absence of dizzy spells upon standing, and a clear reduction in mid-morning fatigue or brain fog. This practice is akin to fine-tuning the body's intricate electrical system, where that trace amount of natural sodium flips the switch, transforming hydration from a passive occurrence into an active, invigorating process. Importantly, this approach does not induce a spike in blood pressure. In fact, numerous studies from prestigious institutions such as the Mayo Clinic and Harvard Health unequivocally demonstrate that when natural sodium is consumed in proper balance with magnesium and potassium, it actively contributes to the stability of blood pressure. Therefore, the unfounded fear of genuine, unrefined salt should be dispelled. The body requires it, and cellular function depends on it, provided it is pure, unrefined, and consumed in thoughtful moderation. This particular mineral is not merely an aid for water entry into cells. It actively contributes to their fundamental power. With water's efficient gatekeeper now in place, the discourse progresses to the vital balancer. Potassium. The subtle yet formidable force that meticulously maintains harmony throughout the body, influencing everything from the heart's rhythmic beat to precise muscle control and the steady, consistent flow of blood across the entire physiological landscape. If magnesium embodies relaxation and sodium acts as the cellular gatekeeper, then potassium emerges as the ultimate balancer, a quiet, omnipresent power that orchestrates internal equilibrium. Every electrical signal coursing through the body, from the powerful contraction of the heart to the nuanced movements of muscles, is utterly dependent on the intricate and precise dance between sodium and potassium. An excess of sodium can render the system tense and overcharged, while a deficiency leaves energy levels depleted. Potassium is the mineral designed to restore this delicate balance, effectively calming any internal storm. A widely unacknowledged physiological shift in aging men is the gradual and silent decline of potassium levels. Research from the National Institutes of Health indicates that a staggering nearly 90% of older adults fail to obtain sufficient potassium through their dietary intake alone. This pervasive imbalance is a stealthy underlying contributor to elevated blood pressure, the progressive stiffening of arteries, and a general sluggishness in circulation. To illustrate its function, if sodium facilitates the entry of water into cells, potassium then crucially ensures that this water remains within the cells, thereby guaranteeing that muscles, nerves, and the heart itself remain adequately hydrated and electrically charged. Without sufficient potassium, cells lose this vital internal pressure, blood vessels tighten, forcing the heart to exert greater effort, which inexorably leads to a more rapid dissipation of energy. However, the restoration of potassium levels triggers a remarkable systemic transformation. Arteries naturally relax, blood pressure stabilizes toward a healthy range, and the heartbeat becomes notably steadier. The individual experiences a profound sense of calm, yet remains alert, as if their entire system has finally released a long-held breath. While certain foods, such as bananas, spinach, avocados, and beetroot, are excellent sources of potassium, for men over 60, dietary intake alone is often insufficient, as the body's absorption efficiency for potassium diminishes with age. Consequently, Dr. Ross advocates for the integration of a potassium-rich electrolyte powder into the daily routine, emphasizing the selection of formulations that are low in sugar but abundant in essential minerals. A half scoop dissolved in a glass of water, ideally consumed after exercise or in the evening, proves both simple and profoundly restorative. Men who embrace this practice frequently report a consistent sense of feeling steady again, noting improvements in sleep quality, a reduction in muscle cramping, a smoother heart rhythm, and an oft-whispered benefit with a satisfied grin, a noticeable enhancement in nighttime circulation. These are not mere coincidences. The synergistic action of potassium and magnesium is instrumental in maintaining open blood vessels and ensuring precise neural firing. Together, they represent the dynamic duo that converts simple hydration into vibrant, unobstructed flow. With adequate potassium, one transcends the mere act of drinking water, instead actively recharging the body's intricate electrical grid. This leads naturally to the final mineral, one directly linked to intrinsic strength, drive, and that essential hormonal spark that defines a man at every stage of life. The culmination of this mineral exploration brings us to the quiet commander of masculine vitality, zinc, the most powerful mineral of them all, silently overseeing strength, stamina, and innate masculine drive. Despite its profound importance, zinc is frequently overlooked by men, yet it acts as the master regulator of the body's hormonal army, intricately regulating testosterone production, vigorously fueling the immune system, and meticulously maintaining prostate health. Without sufficient zinc, the body's entire engine begins to operate on critically low power. Testosterone, often superficially associated solely with libido, is, in fact, the very essence of life force itself, driving mood stability, mental focus, sustained energy, and efficient recovery. Zinc serves as the indispensable spark that keeps this crucial fire burning vibrantly. With advancing age, a critical physiological shift occurs. The gut's ability to absorb zinc diminishes, and typical modern diets often fail to provide adequate amounts. Furthermore, regular consumption of heartburn medications or alcohol can accelerate the depletion of zinc levels. This confluence of factors explains why so many men over 60 report feeling inexplicably slower, less motivated, and occasionally contend with a noticeable decline in drive, even when standard medical markers appear unremarkable. Insufficient zinc directly impedes the body's capacity to produce testosterone efficiently and also compromises the prostate's vital function. Lingering signs, such as protracted recovery times after workouts, a noticeable weakening of immune defenses, or that pervasive flat feeling upon waking in the morning, are often indicative of a zinc deficiency. The encouraging news is that this can be remedied, and the beneficial effects are typically felt rapidly. It's crucial to bypass cumbersome zinc tablets, which are often poorly absorbed and can cause stomach upset, particularly for those over 50. Instead, liquid zinc drops offer a superior alternative. They are simple, pure, and swiftly absorbed into the system. Just a few drops added to a midday glass of water suffice. The taste is mild, but the ensuing physiological impact is profound. Over a span of several weeks, mental focus sharpens appreciably, energy levels become consistently stable, and that intrinsic masculine spark, previously dormant, begins its welcome return. Beyond its hormonal influence, zinc is also a critical bolster for the immune system, a function of paramount importance after 60 when natural defenses typically begin to wane. It actively assists the body in processes of repair, healing, and mounting a more robust defense against infections. Therefore, the incorporation of zinc does not merely hydrate, it actively recharges masculine drive. When combined synergistically with magnesium, sodium, and potassium, these four minerals collectively reconstruct the fundamental pillars of comprehensive hydration and holistic vitality. The theoretical understanding of these minerals now gives way to practical implementation, forming a simple yet profoundly effective three-step mineral hydration plan designed to seamlessly integrate into daily life without the need for complex supplements or cumbersome routines. This plan, requiring less than 5 minutes each day, promises to completely revolutionize energy levels, enhance focus, and elevate overall performance. The core principle lies in transforming knowledge into consistent habit. Step 1. The morning blood flow kickstart. Immediately upon waking, before any other beverage like coffee, a large glass of water is prepared. To this, 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of magnesium glycinate is added, accompanied by a tiny pinch of unrefined Himalayan or sea salt. The mixture is stirred slowly, and as it is consumed with deliberate intention, perhaps accompanied by a few deep breaths, a gentle awakening commences. The blood vessels begin to dilate and relax, muscles release their overnight tension, and the body gracefully comes online, not with the jarring jitters of caffeine, but with a serene, steady surge of energy. Consistent adherence to this morning ritual for 3 weeks typically yields noticeable improvements. Mornings feel lighter and more invigorated, mental focus is significantly sharper, and circulation throughout the body becomes palpably smoother and more reliable. Step 2. Midday. Hormone and immune support. Around lunchtime, Strategically timed before the inevitable afternoon energy slump, another glass of water is prepared. Into this, a few drops of liquid zinc are added. This serves as the midday charge, diligently working to maintain stable testosterone levels, balance mood fluctuations, and fortify immune defenses throughout the remainder of the day. The result is an absence of the typical energy crash or mental fog, replaced instead by a consistent, grounded energy that endures. It functions as an internal reset button, optimizing the body for the second half of the day's demands. Step 3. Evening circulation rebalance. To conclude the day, either after dinner or following a workout, another tall glass of water is consumed, this time infused with 1/2 to 1 scoop of a potassium-rich electrolyte powder, carefully selected for its low sugar content and high mineral profile. This crucial evening step meticulously restores the body's electrolyte balance, facilitating a calm, settled heart rate, stabilizing blood pressure, and encouraging deep muscle relaxation, all conducive to truly restorative sleep. Many individuals who adopt this practice report waking up feeling profoundly refreshed, free from morning grogginess or heaviness, simply feeling vibrantly alive. In essence, the plan comprises 3 straightforward actions: morning magnesium and salt, midday zinc, and evening potassium. It is uncomplicated, demonstrably effective, and profoundly powerful. The approach bypasses drastic dietary changes or the introduction of myriad supplements, focusing instead on a simple yet sophisticated upgrade to one's daily water intake. The beauty of this regimen lies in its cumulative effects. Each passing week witnesses a gradual yet profound recharging of the body. Circulation becomes progressively smoother, energy levels more consistently reliable, and mental focus more unwavering. By the conclusion of the 3rd week, many men begin to rediscover qualities they had long believed were irrevocably lost: a renewed, effortless confidence in their stride, an intrinsic, quiet strength that permeates their mornings, and the steady stamina that once defined their vigor. This transcends mere hydration. It embodies true restoration, reactivating the vital communication pathways between cells and guiding the body to remember its innate capacity for power. Considering the tangible changes one can anticipate upon consistent adherence to this regimen, the results, though not instantaneous, unfold subtly yet steadily, manifesting in deeply felt ways. During the 1st week, a noticeable reduction in morning dryness or a sensation of heaviness is often reported. Waking up becomes clearer, the initial steps out of bed feel remarkably easier, and the customary morning fog that once took hours to dissipate is significantly diminished or entirely absent. By the 2nd week, energy levels begin to stabilize consistently throughout the entire day. The familiar mid-afternoon crash, along with the incessant craving for additional coffee, gradually recedes. A sustained mental sharpness from sunrise to sunset emerges, characterized not by an agitated, wired feeling, but by a grounded, vibrant aliveness. As the 3rd week progresses, blood flow feels discernibly smoother, the skin acquires a fresher, more vital appearance, and sleep deepens considerably, becoming more restorative. Recovery times following workouts or demanding days are notably expedited, and for a multitude of men, circulation in intimate areas quietly but significantly improves, signaling the return of that foundational morning strength previously considered lost. It's important to acknowledge that aging is a natural biological process, but the insidious decline often associated with it is, in many respects, optional. Much of what is commonly attributed to aging is, in fact, a consequence of depletion, the body operating with critically low reserves of the essential minerals and intricate electrical signals that maintain its profound interconnectedness. When this vital balance is judiciously restored, the entire system reawakens. This isn't about attempting to reverse the clock. It is about empowering the body to perform precisely as it was intrinsically designed to. The heart pumps with reduced strain, the brain focuses with enhanced clarity and diminished mental noise, and muscles experience relaxation rather than persistent rigidity. Even emotional well-being equilibrates, characterized by a decrease in anxiety, an increase in groundedness, and a greater sense of presence. When cells are optimally charged, the entire body registers a profound sense of security and well-being. This is precisely when true vitality resurfaces and authentic confidence manifests, stemming not from an external ego, but from an inner, calm, physical certainty. Furthermore, a remarkable form of clarity emerges, a profound understanding that no mere supplement bottle can confer. One begins to instinctively comprehend the subtle messages the body has been attempting to convey for years. Hydration is fundamentally not about merely quenching thirst. It is about intricate, continuous communication. Every mineral introduced into the body transmits a vital message to the heart, to the nervous system, to the intricate hormonal network, and that message is simple yet profound. We are connected again. This realization allows one to understand that the perceived loss of power was never about actual depletion, but rather about operating on a weakened internal signal. These specific minerals act as powerful amplifiers, strengthening that signal, transforming the very act of hydration into an electrical charge, and that electricity into vibrant, sustained life. Therefore, the expectation should not be for instantaneous miracles, but rather for gradual awakenings, those quiet, subtle shifts that prompt a genuine realization. I genuinely feel different today. This is the essence of authentic restoration, unfolding not in grand, singular leaps, but through consistent, small moments of deliberate care. Bringing this comprehensive understanding to its ultimate conclusion, it is vital to emphasize that the true essence of this transformation transcends merely what is consumed today. It lies in the unwavering commitment to sustain these practices every single day from this point forward. The invaluable truth about optimal hydration for men over 60 has now been unveiled. Plain water alone is no longer the sufficient answer. The precise methodology for imbuing water with its former power, utilizing specific minerals to revitalize cells, has been meticulously detailed. Genuine vitality does not originate from fleeting pharmaceutical solutions or superficial quick fixes. It emanates from a profound intrinsic connection, from every cell within the body functioning in harmonious concert, charged, balanced, and vibrantly alive. Envision the morning glass of water. It is no longer just H2O, but a potent, intentional signal transmitted to the entire physiological system, commanding it to awaken, flow, heal, and perform at its peak. Magnesium meticulously aids in the relaxation and expansion of circulation, preparing the pathways. Sodium, acting as the discerning gatekeeper, ensures that cells absorb water deeply and effectively. Potassium diligently balances every single heartbeat and nerve impulse, maintaining equilibrium. And zinc, the quiet commander, steadfastly protects vital hormones, maintains prostate health, and preserves the essential masculine edge. These are 4 simple fundamental minerals, integrated through 3 easily executable steps, culminating in one profound and transformative shift. The pursuit of youthful vigor is unnecessary. Rather, the objective is simply to furnish the body with the elemental spark it has been silently yearning for. For even beyond the age of 60, life is not winding down. It is, in fact, being reawakened. To initiate this personal revolution, the next morning presents the perfect opportunity. Fill a glass with water, add the recommended ½ teaspoon of magnesium glycinate, incorporate a minuscule pinch of real, unrefined salt, and with a slow, deliberate breath, consume it with the resolute mindset of a man reclaiming mastery over his own physical being. This initial step is merely the beginning of a sustained commitment. Integrate liquid zinc at lunchtime and potassium in the evening. Adhere to this regimen for a period of 21 days, just 3 weeks. Observe the profound shifts that occur, a palpable change in energy, a feeling of lightness, a renewed sense of calm and strength. The alarm clock may even become redundant as one awakens before it, infused with purpose once more, because these actions are far from trivial. This is not merely about hydration, it is a profound act of recharging the very current that energizes the heart, the the mind, and the very core of masculine identity. When this revitalized energy is shared with one's partner, family, and the broader world, its positive resonance will undoubtedly be felt by all. Gentlemen, the passage of years does not necessitate a deceleration. Rather, it presents an opportunity for evolution. And in mastering hydration, one truly masters that evolution, embracing a future where the best years are not relegated to the past, but are, in fact, just beginning to unfold.